So if that's the case, we can do it.
Okay, I just clicked start recording.
Oh, yeah. So Skype is actually allowing people to record it. Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really grateful. So we can start today's session.
Wonderful.
So what I'm going to do is, because the lesson is Chinese, rather than putting subtitles, it takes a bit time. I'm going to say bits in English so that you can understand what I'm saying. Okay. And maybe you can speak a bit slower, just a little bit, for 2 to 3 sentences and pause, so that I can quickly translate in Chinese. So the viewer right now, they know what we actually communicate. Were you happy with that arrangement?
Yes.
Thank you. So firstly, I'm going to say a few words in Chinese to introduce, and then I will invite you. Thank you. 朋友们大家好，这里是马小小的系列，谢谢你们今天收听我的这个节目。那么今天呢，我是非常的荣幸能够邀请到 Kathleen Marden。那么 Kathleen 呢，她是在全球最大的以及最老的飞碟联合会 MUFON MUFON 组织的理事之一，而她的那个专业呢，是专门来帮助像我们这种你和我在听众朋友还有我这一类型的外星人接触者。那么他会给我们更多的咨询、诊疗以及帮助我们去了解怎么样子和外星人沟通，或者有些人碰到的心理创伤啊，各种各样的问题，附体植入什么，凯瑟琳呢，她都是可以帮助到我们。那么我们今天很荣幸的能够邀请到这位在国际上面很有名的专家。那么今天我最主要说的这个主题呢，是想问一下，是关于负面的那些不说外星人嘛，就是那种灵体的攻击。因为我收到的电子邮件当中，我看到其实很多人呢碰到这个情况还是在中国相对比较常见，至少从我收到的电子邮件来看是这样。那今天我想采访一下 Kathleen， 问一下他是怎么看待这个问题的，并且他有什么好的策略。那么 Kathleen, just basically introduce your organization and me, and I said that's such a great honor to invite you, an expert from MUFON and internationally renowned speaker on our show. You are very nice. You have tried to help our Chinese on how to resolve certain issues in life. And so today's session, we just want to focus on the dark entity. Because what happened is I received so many emails from China. People have been complaining about they are having trouble or difficulty of dealing with those interdimensional beings. I'm wondering whether you can give us some basic introduction about you or what your thoughts on this. So everything you say, 2 to 3 sentences, I would highly recommend you to pause for a second so I can translate in Chinese. Thanks a lot, Kathleen. Yep.
Okay, thank you. I am actually a UFO and ET contact researcher. As part of what I do, I have encountered many people who are not having contact with extraterrestrials. They're having contact with negative interdimensionals.
那么凯瑟琳前面说呢，她说她是飞碟和外星人接触的这一方面的研究学者。那么从她这些年的经验当中，她所碰到的与外星人接触的案例呢，相对于那一些碰到那些附体那些就我们可能是说消极灵体来说少一些，她碰到的更多的是这些消极灵体。Yeah, thank you.
Since MUFON is a compassionate organization, and I am a compassionate person, we tried to find solutions for even those who are having contact with dark entities.
那么他说 MUFON 这个组织呢，因为就像我前面说的是全球最大的一个飞碟组织，那么这个组织他说其实是一个非常有爱的一个组织。那么他呢也是Kathleen 也是一个非常 关怀关心大家的。那么从这么一个角度来考虑，他们会尽量多的给听众朋友们提供这方面的专业咨询和帮助，给你们提供更多这方面的信息。Yeah.
Okay. This took a great deal of research and talking to specialists who have the type of position where they do remove dark entities from people through a variety of processes.
那么按照他曾经到现在为止做的那些大量的研究报告，还有投下去好多的精力去研究如何我们叫做 dark entity， 就是也不能叫黑暗势力吧，就是可以理解为一种附体，一种消极的那种灵魂啊、恶灵啊什么的。他后来发觉其实呢在他们西方国家有许多的人他是可以提供这方面的，有一些这方面的专家可以提供这方面的帮助别人去移除这些我们可以解释为恶灵吧，也或许是消极能量更加好一点，消极的附体。Thank you.
These dark entities are not extraterrestrials. They originate in the Earth's collective consciousness, and we all share the same collective consciousness.
Sorry, go on, please. Thank you. 他说这个所谓的那些消极能量的灵啊，它其实并不是外星人。它是一种由人类自己的集体精神意识所创造出来的，在地球上的一种存有，它不是外星人。Yeah.
So when people are down, when they're depressed, when they're filled with anger, when they have greed, when they try to control others,when they enslave others. This is the kind of thing, this hatred, which causes these dark entities to grow in the world's collective consciousness.
那么当一个人呢，相对比较没落失落的时候，非常的生气，想控制别人，或者是说就是总的来说是一种嫉妒心啊、贪婪呢，有那种比较消极的能量的时候，那么这种东西将会在人与人之间，也就是我们人类的精神意识形态所被创造出来，那么这个能量呢将会存在那里，而导致了这些负面的消极的这种灵体可以变得慢慢壮大。 Yeah.
Theoretically, if we had only love in this world, if we had compassion, if everyone was pure of heart, then we would not have to worry about these dark entities.
那么从理论上面来讲的话，如果在这个地球上面每一个人都是充满了爱，那么这个能量是很高，那么我们就不用去担心这种消极能量体的存在。
A man who helped me to find answers for people who are having problems with dark entities told me that there are 3 ways to eliminate these from your life.
曾经一位帮过凯瑟琳的一位这方面移除这种消极恶灵的那个专家，他曾经告诉凯瑟琳，有3种办法可以彻底的移除这种消极能量体。
Number 1, even if you're fearful, project love toward these entities or just ignore them completely. But the best thing to do, even if you don't feel love, is to project love because they do not like love.
那么第一点就是，哪怕你很有恐惧，那个时候当你碰到的时候， 你无论如何都要给这些灵体发去爱的力量，爱的力量很重要，因为这些恶灵或者说消极灵体，他们不喜欢爱的能量。还有一点呢，或许如果你不想发爱，或者是你要彻底的忽略他们，彻底的，他用彻底这个字，彻底的去忽略这么一个存有。Thank you.
Okay. Number 2, a lowered emotional state will make it possible for these entities to attach to you. So it's very important not to feel down, to feel depressed. So if you have these feelings, then you should take or make plans, take medication, get help from a doctor or a psychologist to help you to overcome that state of mind that you're in.
那么第二点呢，是非常重要的一点是，你不要使自己处于那种比较低落的情绪状态，你必须把自己的情绪调得更加好一点，尽量帮助自己。如果你觉得做不到的话呢，你可以去找医生，吃一些能够使自己心情可以更加平衡平稳的那些药，那么使自己的状态呢变得更加的好。只有当你的整个精神状态处在一个更加健康和良好正向的状态下，那么这样的话是可以大量减低这种附体的存有。Thank you.
Try to gain control over your emotions if you're not able to control your emotions. If you go into fits of rage, if you're angry, all of this draws negative entities to you. If you're fearful, it draws negative entities to you. So try to overcome those negative emotions and that fear that you might be feeling.
那么下面一点呢，他就说到你在听的听众朋友们，你要学会如何控制自己的情绪。如果你是很容易一激进怒的那种人，你要懂得如何去控制自己的情绪，使自己不会被消极的情绪所影响，不要被那些小事情而变得很易怒。只有你能够更好的控制自己情绪的时候，那么就会减低这种事情发生。因为这些灵体它是靠吸收你的消极的情感来存活。Thank you. Yeah.
Meditation is very, very good because it will help to raise your vibrational frequency. And it is that raising of your vibrational frequency that will prevent these things from attaching to you. And if they are attached to you, they're not going to like that calmness, that love, the kinds of warm feelings that you are having as a result. Yeah. And they will leave you alone. They do not want a pleasant, joyful, loving person. They want somebody who is fearful, who is angry, who says bad things about other people. That's what they like. If you're in pain, also, they like to attach to people who experience pain because they feed off those negative emotions.
Well, so just regarding the pain, do you referring to obviously the mental pain, but how about the physical pain? What if we go through some
physical pain too? Yes. Really? I have known people with serious back problems, and those physical problems, of course, if you're in pain for a long time, it's going to affect you emotionally too.
Of course.
You don't feel a lot of joy in life. But if you get to a point where you can meditate, where you can feel more joy in your life, you'll have less pain too.
Yeah.
And those entities will not want to attach to you.
I see. Okay, great point. 凯瑟琳她后面也说到，她说你们需要学会如何去冥想，因为冥想的时候人的频率会比较高，而且人会比较容易宁静和安静，就是比较平和。而这种平和的状态呢，是这些消极能量体它是不喜欢的， 他们更加喜欢的是那些很容易易怒啊、消极啊，经常在背后说别人坏话的那些人。所以就是经常有说很消极的事情那些人。所以他说你们要避免那种消极的能量，那么要使自己的状态更加好一点就是要让自己更加开心，要很开心，然后要很平和要很祥和。那这样的话，像这种能量附体是不喜欢的。另外他也提到了当时我跟他说了一点，他说一种痛的感觉其实也会吸引到这种附体。那么我后来就问他，我说你说的痛我们一般的理解是可能是痛苦可能是那些精神，或者是说就是那些精神状态然后我问他，那么物理性的痛呢，比如说身体生病的痛也算不算？他说是算的。他说比如说他以前碰到一个客户，他是有那个就是后背比较痛，那么这种痛的时候呢，也是会吸引到这种附体。那么你们也知道，他也说当一个人痛的时候，身体痛的时候，他的精神状态肯定是不太好，那么这个时候也会吸引到附体。他说所以你们就是有空的话要冥想要调节自己的情绪，等到你的精神状态好的时候，这种附体就自然而然的会散开，就走开了，是这样。Thank you, Kathleen.
You're welcome. Now you have to work on yourself before they will leave you alone. Even if you don't feel happy, pretend that you are. Behave as if you have happiness, and think about ways that you can elevate that frequency, elevate that happiness, elevate that love, because they will not attach to you. They'll be gone. They disappear.
那么他说你们要尽量使自己保持很快乐很幸福的状态，哪怕在那个阶段你其实并不是发自内心的可以感觉到很高的那种情绪的时候，你也可以使自己至少在行为上面或者在表现上面使自己变得非常的开心。比如说自己装得很开心那种举止行为和想法搞的是使自己一个比较开心的状态。那么这样的话，哪怕你去尝试你去做这个事情，也是可以调节自己的心情的。那么哪怕你去这么尝试，那些附体他其实也是很不喜欢，所以他们会马上走，他们不喜欢这种非常正向的那种能量。 Thank you.
You're welcome. So that elevated state, that elevated emotional state, breaks the connection between you and that entity that is bothering you.
所以当你在一种很积极向上，把自己频率什么都拉得很高的时候，你会切断你和这个附体之间的那个可以说是一种连接吧，所以你会马上把它切断，因为他不想再跟你联系。 Yeah.
So they can only attach to you if you have a lower frequency, because they vibrate at a lower frequency.
所以他说这种附体和那种消极灵体，它只会和那种频率很低的人连接在一起。当你的频率拉高的时候，他们自然而然会跟你马上切断连接，因为你的频率和当时的精神状态整个人的状态已经跟他不同频了，他会马上跟你断开连接。
Okay. That should do the trick. That should work for people. But they have to remember, they have to elevate their frequency, and even if they're feeling down, don't show it. It's funny how the human mind will play tricks with us, and if we start behaving as if we're happy, eventually we will become happy.
他说基本上他前面说的那几点呢已经从大的宏观角度来说已经给大家提供了比较有用的帮助了。那么他说你们要记住，就是当这些东西就是附体灵体他在给你发那种比较消极的想法的时候，因为你知道有一种叫入侵式思想我以前也碰到过你呢，他说当有个人给你发的时候，你不要去马上的就是在情绪上面有个反驳，比如说 就是有个反应，他说他是觉得很特别，就是人呐，其实非常的有意思，就是当你想很开心的事，你一直想很开心的事情，你慢慢的举止和情绪会往这个情绪会往这个想法上面去靠近，所以你要使自己的想法更加正向。如果有消极的想法过来，你就不要对这个消极的想法有一个行为和在情绪上面有一个反应，这个是很重要。Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Kathleen, thank you so much for these awesome tips. I've got quite a few questions. If you don't mind, I can ask you. Some people may experience this, but they don't really know. So I just want to start from beginning a little bit. So what is those dark entity? My understanding is, correct me if I'm wrong, they are interdimensional being living on Earth, feed on those negative energies. So do they have any connection from your knowledge? Have any connection with ETs, or they are totally separate umbrella?
They are totally separate from extraterrestrials coming to our planet from elsewhere up in space. These negative entities, these dark entities, are part of the Earth's collective consciousness. Human thought creates them.
Oh, right. 他说，我前面就问他了，我说我想问一下，就从对于一些听众朋友，你们在听的和看的朋友们，有些可能知道什么是负气消极能量，可能有些不知道，所以我就先把他那个概念调一下。我说这到底是个什么东西？我让他来说。他说这种消极能量体，那种消极的存有，也可以叫做恶灵吧。它其实呢是跟外星人是完全没有关系的，它只是所有的人类的一个集体意识存有所创造出来的一种东西。所以是这么一个概念，他先想告诉你。So Kathleen, just out of my curiosity, you know, sometimes when you mention about these entities, human collective creation, you know, sometimes when I was at high school or junior high, at a high school, sometimes those girls and boys, when we go for camping, for example, they will talk about those ghost stories and horror stories. And then you got those like popular stories about certain entities and the creation of it. So do you think those mind or thoughts and those little creation will manifest this kind of entity?
Well, if you're talking about ghosts, not necessarily. If you're talking about a human spirit who is deceased, they might come to you in a loving way. You know, maybe your father has passed away, and then you hear his voice, or then you smell the odor of the aftershave that he wore on his face. That he's coming to you for love and reassurance. So it's not from the negative; it's more from the positive.
So we have to treat them as a separate. One is the ghost, which is the deceased entity. The other is the dark entity, which is more like collective creation.
Right. Yes.
Okay. 那么前面我就跟他说，我说凯瑟琳，我说以前在学校里面，我们有一些女生啊、男生啊，在初中、高中啊，比如说出去野营，经常讲一些鬼怪的故事啊，讲一些什么恐怖故事。那么是不是那些比如说我们在看日本片，他们有时候会提到那些东西，是不是说我们自己创造出这么一个消极能量？是不是说这个东西其实是不存在的，只是说的人多了之后，这个东西是被创造出来，是不是这么理解？那么凯瑟琳她后来说你要把它分开来看，因为如果有一些是灵魂的话，可能是我们的亲属，他过世了，他只是一个灵魂。那么灵魂呢，和我们现在说的这种是由人类集体意识所创造出来的消极灵体是不一样的一种东西。他说你要明白这么一个概念。Thank you, Kathleen.
You're welcome. Of course, not all humans were nice people. So sometimes if a human spirit comes back that wasn't nice when it was here in body, it won't be nice now either as a ghost or interdimensional. So you have to take that into account as well.
So whatever a Joblo is when they're alive, maybe when they pass away, they carry on the same personalities and characters. Would that be fair to say? Similar to that?
Yes.
他说关于灵魂呢，你们也要很客观的去看这个问题，因为这个有些人呢，他在活的时候也不是每个人都很好，那有些人很善良，那有些人也不是挺好。那么当这些人过世的时候，他活着时候的脾气性格秉性，在他去世的时候其实也没有很大的变化，他也是那个样。所以我们碰到的一些灵魂，他可能是我们的亲属过世的亲人，那他会比较保护我们。或者有些大量的过世的人，他可能也不认识你，所以他既不喜欢你也不讨厌你，也只是把你当一个人来看。但是有些人他可能在活的时候他也是为非作歹，那么他去世的时候这个灵呢也不见得好到哪里去。所以我后来问他是不是可以这么理解，他说是这样，活着时候是什么状态，他去世的时候这个人这个灵体这个灵魂他可能的秉性脾气性格什么并不会有很大的变化，那么我们也可能碰到这种灵魂。So
I have something. Could I add something, please?
Yeah, yes, please. Yeah.
I don't know in China if you use smudge sticks. We here have the Native American tradition of burning sage. It's like a smudge stick, and you burn it and you fan it in a room. So if there is a negative entity in the room, a lot of people burn these sticks of sage, and it supposedly helps to eliminate a negative human spirit.
Oh, great. 他说我想再加一点，对你们来说会比较有用。他说在那个西方国家，他们经常很普遍的用我们叫做熏那些烧那些药烧那些草，熏一下房间。那么这些东西呢，其实我插一下嘴，就是可能翻译不是很精确，我插一下，就是淘宝上面其实都有的买，也不是很贵，就小几十块钱你可以买一大把你可以熏一下房间。他说在他们美国，他们是从当地的印第安纳当时的印第人那里学到的，就是要去熏。当你一熏这个房间，那些附体那些消极能量它自己会逃掉。Thank you. I translate it. And I added one more thing. I say where they can get those smudging sticks. Normally I buy the sage or like a Palo Santo stuff. Is there any other recommendation you would tell the audience about where to get these things? And the best.
If they can find them online, I don't know if they can shop in an American market, but I have found them online. Something else that you can do is take lavender and put it into boiling water and boil it, and then let the steam disperse throughout the room.
Yeah, and also I'd like to add is sometimes when we smell those very nice perfume or natural ingredients, that actually lift up our emotion and they actually further help us to clean things away.
Yes, that's true.
So, Kathleen, just out of my curiosity, do you think when we smudge the room, is the actual smudging smoke to cleanse them, or is because after smudging, the smudge is actually the smoke change our mood, and because our mood is changed, the entity is left? So what's the major reason for smudging? Is the smudging smoke, or is our mood changing as a result of the smoke?
I wish I knew the answer to your question, but I don't know the answer. I only know that it is a tradition that's used here and among people who have familiarity with Native American culture, and that it works according to them.
Yeah.
Would you like to
also?
Would you like to see a smudge stick? I have it here if you'd like to see it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you. Well, you're getting I'm translating. 他提到了这一点，然后我就问他，我说有一点我是比较想知道，到底是在我们叫 smudging， 就是你们知道那个淘宝网上都是有的买的那些什么烧的那些东西，那么熏一下房间，我说到底是熏房间的那些 那些 smoke 就是那些烟把这些负体消极能量给清理掉了呢？还是说因为那些烟影响了我们的情绪，而由我们的情绪来把它们给清理掉？到底是这么一个联系。他后来听了一下说，其实我也不是很清楚，但是我只知道一点，这个东西还真的是有用所以他说我其实在美国什么这些地方买这些东西非常的方便。那我相信现在在中国买这个东西也其实淘宝网上有很多，我也强烈建议你们去买。我个人呢比较喜欢买秘鲁的那个东西叫 Palo Santo， 叫做秘鲁圣木。那在淘宝上的确还是挺贵的，我发觉你们可以买一些 sage 或者薰衣草，他也提到。So yeah, Kathleen, just translated your advice. 你们看到吗？他现在在给你们看。你们看凯瑟琳手上拿的这个就是 sage， OK？ 你们每个人可以在淘宝上面去买，就是长这个样。你们仔细看，so actually 这个呢，对，这个是好，就是说你要端着它，你把这个东西点上火烧，对，然后你就烧上它，你就放在那个壳上，贝壳上面，然后在房间里面转一圈。这个其实呢，它也没有提到是跟金木水火土有关系。贝壳代表的是海，烧的那个 sage 代表的是火，那个羽毛是指的是风，还有个土的元素，我现在也想不起来，也是很有讲究的，跟灵性很有讲究，所以我强烈建议你们用。Thank you。同时这也不是很贵在我们澳洲买这么一个大概就6、7块钱，人民币大概40几块钱，这么一段你可以烧上你可以烧上好几次，你可以整个屋子都烧上好几次，所以非常有用，对于清理那些负面能量都是很有用。I'm just telling them I use that often as well. And also it's in Australia, it's also the Aborigines, because we have Aboriginals, just like you guys have.
Yes.
And they really believe in this ritual, and they do smudge a lot.
Oh, good.
If I go to their secret site, like in the forest, I have to smudge myself before I can enter. It's the tradition. So yeah, it's like a commonly known culture around the world, especially those very spiritual Aboriginals and Indianas. They know smudging is a quite important part of cleansing ourselves, and I really do believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
to cleanse one's house.
Cleanse someone's house.
Yeah.
And I also encountered those dark entities before. I realized there's certain thing called intrusive thoughts. Like some people don't even realize sometimes when we work and we have those funny ideas pop up in the mind. And I used to be saying, oh, that's me. And why am I thinking like that? Oh, they like to play around your mind a lot, like intrusive thoughts. I was wondering, would you agree with that? Like there's such thing as intrusive thoughts from the entity?
Yes.
What's your view on that? It can be really annoying sometimes.
It can be. And, I myself am a very positive person. And once in a while, for some unknown reason, it's like these intrusive thoughts will come. And it does not feel good at all when you start having those. And you just have to do all of those things to raise your vibrational frequency right away. And, the meditation, the expressing love and gratefulness and forgiveness and that kind of thing. And then those entities they'll just go away. Or the thoughts will end.
Yeah, I realize it's the earlier the better. Like the earlier they can get rid of, the better. Because the longer they hold, seems like it's like they were entrenched into that person. So harder to get them out.
Do it immediately. The minute you sense that, do it.
Yeah,
rid of it.
I agree. 凯瑟琳前面就说，然后我就说，我说我以前呢也碰到过这种叫做入侵式思维，就是你有时候明明工作的好好的在做事情，突然之间会有一个小想法，突然之间在你脑海里会出现，比如说，我干什么不去做这个，不去做那个？通常这些想法都比较消极和负面 很奇怪。那我前面就跟凯瑟琳说，你有没有碰到过我这个理解是不是对？他说对，的确有这么一个东西。那我有个朋友呢，他是心理学的咨询师，在国外，他们有一个心理学一个 term 也叫做那个入侵式思维。他说这种东西你要小心。他说凯瑟琳前面也说，像他这种其实是非常正向的人，偶尔也会碰到这种现象会碰到这种现象。有时候你做得好好，哪怕你心情很好，也会有这种入侵式思维进入。这个时候你要特别小心。凯瑟琳的建议就是你要马上提高自己的身体频率，把自己搞得很开心或者很有爱。你要马上想，我是个很有爱的人我宽恕我某某某某某我原谅他或者不要有那种很负面的思想，然后马上调整自己的心态，把自己调整，变得整个人的状态要调得非常好，很开心，很幸福，很有爱，很平和，很祥和那个状态。这样的话你会发觉这种东西马上会走。所以我后来跟他说，哎呀，我其实碰到有些人他这个清理做的不是很彻底我说好像发觉做的越慢，这种东西就是你可以把它想成一个泥潭的沼泽，你越不去做它会越陷越深。他说对，他说所以他前面面部表情也是挺有意思。他说当你们碰到这个情况，一旦发觉，因为有些人是比较敏感，你要马上清理自己，要把自己的身体状况和心理状态都调得非常的好。那这个时候这个东西就会马上走。你拖得越长，其实你当时会影响你一整天的心情，一个礼拜的心情等等，就不是很好。这一点我要告诉你们，一旦发觉这个情况，你马上要调节自己的心情。Sorry, I'm just did a little bit add on. I'll say, well, when that happened, you have to quickly shift your mood very quickly. So I translated 90% and also I added 10%. I say, I do agree with Kathleen, but for everyone who experiencing this, you have to change your mood ASAP.
Yes, absolutely.
I realized something about my auntie. I'm sure they don't listen to this. One of my aunties, she experienced depression for family issue. And after depression, she obviously taking medication. I realized her entire personality and mood is totally changed. And she became sometimes quite mean, sometimes could be quite nasty person. I wasn't know why before I saw maybe, people change. Could be good or bad. But now looking back, she could have entity attachment, something like that, because she experienced depression. But prior to her depression, she was a very loving person, very nice. Maybe something got on her, but she wasn't done cleansing properly. That's more like a piggyback on her, and that's what happened.
That's a possibility. Okay, I'm sorry. That's a possibility. But the serotonin, the neurotransmitters in your brain, can create a different kind of personality, a personality change. So you could be just a positive and very nice person. But if you go into major depression, then you could become a different kind of person, very hateful and mean. But a lot of it is just the serotonin, the change in the neurotransmitters in your brain.
Oh, wow. But when someone experiences that, they may not even realize, because sometimes they can be still nice half of the time, but they may not realize they may have those change within them. But as outsider, like the family member, can sense the difference. So they can say, wow, you changed. What's happened? But sometimes the experiencer themselves don't even realize that because it's such a subconscious level. Do you have any advice for those people who experience depression? What can they do when they experience the nerve change or serotonic, as you mentioned about the change in them? How can they actually adjust back?
Well, a very large percentage of the population experiences depression, but a smaller percentage experience major depression, where you feel absolutely hopeless, where you feel like you want to commit suicide, you no longer want to live. That's the major depression. I wouldn't worry about it too much if you just have a down day. We all have down days. We all have disappointment. But if it lasts for a long time, then it's important to get medical treatment for that because it will shorten the duration. Major depression generally will last for about 6 months. It will be gone within 6 months. But if you take antidepressants and you have talk therapy, it can reduce the length of time.
OK， 那么我们前面就聊到这个话题，我说我想起来想跟他说一个事情，我说我有一个家里有个阿姨呀，她几年以前一个亲戚，她经历了我们叫做就是说有我们depression。I'm trying to think about the Chinese words. It's funny, depression. 就是有些人有忧郁症，对，我想起忧郁症。Now I found that keyword. 有忧郁症。那么我说我们家的那个亲属经历了忧郁症之后呢，他整个人的脾气性格都变了。我说之前呢我那个阿姨她这个人呢其实很有爱，人也很好的，真的很为别人顾及，很想着别人，人就大家都很喜欢她。但是她因为家庭一些因素得了这么一个忧郁症之后，她当然后来也是要去看医生。后来我发觉她整个人的脾气性格人格什么东西都变了，有时候她会比较好，但有时候她是比较非常的消极，也是不是一个很比较刻薄，但有时候也是不是很好的人。我说你认为这种现象是不是是因为这个人可能是在他比较低落的时候有那些附体的影响？那么凯瑟琳她后来就说我觉得有一部分可能，但是更多的原因是因为当一个人在碰到一个非常大的忧郁症的时候，他说我说的那些并不是我们每一天碰到的开心不开心，那个都是小事。他说碰到一个比较大的忧郁症或者低落那种人性的低落点的时候，他说这个时候你得非常的小心，因为会影响你的大脑的那个脑的回路等等和整个脾气性格。所以这个时候这个人可能是因为经历了这个事情之后呢，他整个人的状态和大脑的回流那个路线都完全不一样，所以他这个人呢会有很大的变化。那么这个情况他说他也是比较担心那些人的，他会建议你们马上要缩短这个时间。他说像这种人经历这种比较大的那种人生的低落状态和忧郁比较大的低落，比如说要死要活要自杀等等等等，这种状态通常会持续6个月。他说但是你然后会慢慢好一点。他说当你碰到这个情况，你一定要想办法缩短这个时间，你要去看医生，你要去吃那些吃一些对自己心情稳定的那些药，把自己调节过来，那么缩短这个时间。那我下面有个问题想问他。Okay, then I translated. So what I'm trying to say is I do agree. If it's a daily mood, we get a good day, a shit day, it's okay. It's just such as life, we can readjust back. But from all the email I have received, funny enough, some people, they say they have a ET contact experience, but most of the complaints are, they say, Xiao, I don't understand. Why am I having such difficult life? My husband is da-da-da-da-da. My son has happened this and this. Seems like, from my observation, from all the emails I receive, people are having a major difficulties in their life, and they just can't get out of this difficult situation. There's some like a sequence of unfortunate things happening in their life. I have my own view and my thoughts. I want to see what's your thought on that, because when I attended like ET support group back in ages ago, I did realize this. A lot of ET contactees, well, even though we don't talk about ET now, they seems like are struggling in their life. There's always major financial difficulties or emotional difficulties. They experience major traumas more than average Joe Blow in our society. I'm wondering what's your theory on that. I'm just very curious why this is happening to ET contactees.
I don't know because it doesn't. I mean, some people believe that they're ET contactees, but there are other things going on. And so, maybe they're depressed. Maybe they have some kind of an illness that is preventing them from being productive and in their lives. If they go for a job interview, for example, and they're down and people won't hire them because people are looking for intelligent, up kind of people who
uplifting,
they're going to want to feel comfortable around. You never want to be working with someone who is just down and depressed and has a world of problems. People don't want to be around people like that. And they need help. They need to get help to overcome those problems.
Because I do realize that, when people are in a quite down, major traumatic situation, their energy field, even though, say, when they're walking on the street, not every stranger say, oh, I can see your aura, I can see this and that. But people sometimes, they don't even realize they are very sensitive towards energies. Mm-hmm. They may not know, but they can sense this person. I like this person or not like this person. A lot of time it's based on the energetic frequency or the overall feeling of that person. I think when someone's down, they maybe affect their overall life situation or condition. Just as you said, when someone go for interview, maybe the entire essence of feeling may not really suitable for certain company culture. That's why that doesn't really fit. Yeah, I do agree. And also I have a theory is that when someone is at a low frequency, their manifestation skill is actually lower because they can't really manifest a very positive things. So they need to uplift themselves in order to reach a higher frequency. It's like a highways. Once you're at a higher highway, the negative energy cannot really reach you. So it's easier for them to manifest more positive things. It's just, yeah, that's my thought on that.
Yes, I agree completely.
Okay, I might just quickly translate that part. 所以我前面在跟凯瑟琳讨论一点，我说我收到的电子邮件很多是除了说外星人接触之外，很多人跟我说，哎呀，小小，哎，我的人生就是怎么糟糕，哎，为什么会发生在我身上？我的老公怎么的，我的小孩怎么的啊，怎么，就这个人的，他就说他很多电子邮件哦，我想告诉你们，我收到好多的电子邮件，都是提到了他们的生活状态，整个的情况不是很好。他们不知道为什么，是不是说因为我之前分享的时候提到了该怎么样子去解决那些附体的人，他们想来问我是不是因为这个原因就是问我这个招。但是我后来收到这个电子邮件，我也其实挺困惑的，所以我就问了凯瑟琳，我说这个事情你是怎么看？他说他觉得很多人认为自己是外星人接触者，同时又经历了这些事情，他们必须把这两个事情给区分来看，把他们区分开来看。还有一点呢，这些人的状态不是很好，是因为当你情绪很低落，整个人的状态不好，你的外表也会表现出来，在你的能量体和你在你的人的光辉当中。所以当你去，他前面提到了举一个例子，比如说当你们去参加面试的时候，那么人家面试的人通常是喜欢那些频率很高的，很开心，整个人的状态看上去非常好的。但是如果你经历了人生这么多事情，你可能自己没有注意到，但是当你去一个面试，你整个人的状态和感觉其实并不是很好。那么这些面试你的人，他可以感觉得到，那么感觉得到的时候，他就会选择不用你。那么这个呢，也是一个恶性循环。那我当中忘了提一点，我还跟他举例，我说当初我是参加在悉尼的那个外星人接触会，我也发觉很多人的状态不是很好，这到底是怎么一回事？他就是给了这么一个意见。然后我跟凯瑟琳也说，我说我也有我的一个理论，我说我的理论是，当一个人因为他处于生活状态很糟糕的情况下，他没有把自己的频率和也不用说频率，就是状态拉得很好，那么他的一个我们就叫做那个吸引力法则，他就很难用，因为他的频率太低，他够不着，所以他需要把自己频率拉高，就像高价一样，他把他频率拉高，他说我很想要一份工作，我想比如说一年赚多少钱，我想我的老公孩子可以健康，他把自己频率拉高的时候，这个时候他更加接近这个高频率的吸引力法则，他更容易去吸引到更加正向的东西。但是当你频率很低，整个人状态不好的时候，你去想那些好的东西就是相对比较难够得着。所以你要想把自己整个人的状态调得更好，那么你的吸引力法则用起来会更加顺手，更加快。 吸引的更加快，所以你某一个人变得越不好就越往下走，你情况越好就越往上走。当你们有些人处在当中的时候，你就要特别注意，要把自己拉得高一点，是这么一个情况。So I've been talking about, give them a quite comprehensive translation about the thing you just mentioned. That is interesting. So what do you think about the interconnection between ET contact and entity attachment or dark energy? Because what happens is, sometimes we have ET contact. Most of the time, it's very positive. It's loving, galactic family. We're talking about maybe, I'm not sure, like 70% a very positive contact. And also we have a small part, whereas people are having negative contact. So I realized when the negative contact happened, people got into scared or ego-driven. And then that may subsequently attract negative entities. So it's like a brother and sister. It's not like that, but it's more like when attract each other. Like you have ET contact. If it's very benevolent, it may raise up your vibration. But if it's negative, it may cause you to attract different things. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
Well, when it comes to contact with extraterrestrials, where UFOs are involved, and they are one of the several types of extraterrestrials that we know of. When those come into your life, it generally is generational. It happened to your mother and father. It might have happened to your grandparents. It's happening to you, and it will happen to your children. In MUFON's study, we asked if you could end your contact experience today, would you? Only 29% said that they wanted to end it today. So that's pretty significant, though.
Yeah.
And you want to help those people. Now, what was the problem? Oftentimes, it was the type of entity that was interacting with them. That entity was not treating them well. I found this to be true more often of reptilians and what we call my lab abductions, where there are reptilians and somebody who's dressed up like they are in the military or behave like they're in the military. I don't know if that's real, a real military person, or if it's just what they do. Maybe they've created these people that look human, but maybe they're really captured by the reptilians. Because I just can't imagine that the military would work with reptilians and frighten people and harm people in that way. Generally, people will talk about being trained to fight in an intergalactic war.
I heard about that too. When I was at a support group, I met quite a few guys. They went through those kind of very thorough training process at my lab.
Yes.
I was really shocked by everything they told me. I said, wow, that sounds like a movie. But that's just so thoroughly detailed information. Whereas Joe Blow may say something and Mary Jane may jump in and say, oh, yeah, and then what happened? They can fill in the gap in between. That makes it sound just so real. I'm like, I can't believe this. Wow. So,
yeah. And just unfortunately, that will happen. But the MyLab experiences are only prevalent in free study. I believe it was in 12% of the population. So it's a small percentage overall. It was even lower than that in MUFON's study. It was more like 5 or 6% in MUFON's study.
Wow. Okay.
So just a small percentage, but the people who are involved in this tend not to have good experiences. They might be raped.
Yes. They're having really difficult time.
Yeah. Not good at all.
Yeah.
But when I asked about how would you describe your experience, would it be positive, negative, neutral? The Edgar Mitchell Foundation for Research into Extraterrestrial Encounters said 66% said it was positive, 5% negative, 29% neutral.
Yeah.
Whereas with MUFON,
yeah,
it was 27% positive.
Right. Yeah.
And it was 13% negative. And neutral or positive plus or negative 37%.
Neutral. Sorry, I'm just writing it down so I can translate.
Yeah, I was thinking you probably would need to do that.
So what's the free? I've got the MUFON figure: 27% positive, 13% negative, and 37% neutral. How about the freeze statistics?
66% positive.
Yeah.
5% negative. 29% neutral.
Okay, so I repeat again. For the MUFON, is a 27% positive, 13% negative, 37% neutral. That number doesn't add up. Where's other?
Now, there was a 14% neither in MUFON study.
Neither. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm just going to translate that part. 然后我有这个前面说了好多啊，然后我们就聊了一下关于那个外星人的事情。我说因为大家经历了这些事情，然后他说其实啊，小小他说他就提到了外星人接触和这个，我想问他外星人接触和附体之间有没有直接的联系？因为很多人接触有一些我们说的是负面的外星人，因为的确绝大多数的，我必须在这里跟你们说，绝大多数的情况下，大家接触的地外文明都是很善良、很正向的。那我当时跟他说，我觉得70%以上我们所接触的外星人都是很善意的、很好的。那可能有30%的并不是那么的好。那我说我们因为这期我们讲的那个内容是给大家提供帮助，那么我们就光和爱先放一下，我们就说那30%经历不太好的人，我们该怎么去帮助他们，是这么一回事。然后凯瑟琳听了之后还是跟我说，哎呀，小小，我跟你讲，就是他们有一个就是 MUFON， 就是他们这个组织非常大，在全球是最大。他们做了一个数据调查，那么在这个数据调查当中显示，他就当时问所有人说，如果你们有选择能够让你们与外星人接触的这么一个经历可以停止的话，你们愿不愿意停止？那么绝大多数的人回答是不愿意停止他们与外星人的接触。原因是和外星人接触，他们是觉得比较正向，他们不愿意，因为很有爱嘛，很好。那么只有一小撮的人会经历一些不太好的那个经历。那么他说不太好的经历，比如说他就提到了关于 MALAB， 正好他说 MALAB 就是昨天我跟你们说的 MALAB 呢，叫做全称翻译成中文叫做军方脑控和外星人绑架项目，中文是这么翻译的。那么他说他个人的观点是，这是凯瑟琳的观点，他认为这么一个项目呢，其实有存在不存在他都不知道，因为他是觉得很难相信在他们的那些地方，他们说的是西方国家，竟然会有军方会去做那些伤害平民的事情，他觉得是很难以理解。那么他说，而那些报告出来最有负面跟外星人接触经历的呢，是和那些蜥蜴人更加多一点啊。他说是这么一个情况。那么他说，从他们还有一个数据来显示，按照 MUFON 的那个信息是说，所有的调查显示，有27%的人说他们与外星的接触是正向的，有13%的人说他们与外星的接触是负面的，有37%的人说是很中立的，既非好也不好，就是很当中的那种。还有14%的人选择是非是也非，就这个14%我也搞不清楚，就意思说也不算好，也不算不好，也不算中立。那么这是凯瑟琳的机构所提供的那个数据，他们是结合了大量的这些学习和很多人的数据提供，是说这么一个背景。 那么我的那个朋友呢是在 Free Organization， 在 Free 机构，那个机构就是我跟你们说过几次，在国际上也很多，都是什么主流大学的那些什么哈佛大学什么那些人做的实验，不是实验，就是做一个数据统计。他们抽取了有1万多个人的那些有外星人接触者的那个数据显示，是说有66%的人说他们与外星人的接触是正向，66%，只有5%的人说他们与外星人的接触是负面，还有29%的人说他们与外星人的接触是非正向也非负面，就是属于那种接触就接触，就有点像做生意一样，我跟你接触也不能说我不好，也不能说我不好，反正就是很一般的那种。所以这是这2个目前来看比较权威的，比较有以数据为基础的那2个外星人接触飞碟机构所提供的信息。那我现在翻译给你们听是这么一个情况。那么凯瑟琳还是想告诉你们，就是跟外星人接触，其实绝大多数人经历都是好的和善意的。那有些经历的不太好的是各种各样其他的原因，比如说是附体或者是经历了那些前面我们提到的那些东西或者是整个人的精神面貌或者是心理状态。所以请大家不要把所有事情全部往外星人接触上面靠，是这么一个情况。So I'm just basically translate about what we just said, and I just in the end I add one point. I say according to the statistics from Free and MUFON, which is the biggest and oldest organization for ufology and alien study, that is not all the negative experience must be related to ET. That could be the interdimensional being, or could be simply somebody's psychological issue. So we cannot link all the supernatural things with all extraterrestrials contact. So from the information we've gathered is that most of the contact experience are overwhelmingly positive.
Yes.
And people does not want to stop. So people need to look at this in a very healthy and a positive way, and also in a very objective way as well. I know we are running out of time. The last 10 minutes, I just want to touching base on the entity attachment, because this episode just focused on one topic. What is entity attachment? Is that a dark energy? What's your view on that? Because some people do experience that and they say you can get rid of it. Just were you able to elaborate more? And maybe in the end you can tell us where to find the certain experts or tool tips that we can resolve this issue so the audience can learn. Thanks.
Well, entity attachment begins when a person has a lower vibrational frequency. Now, the lower vibrational frequency can be from depression or pain, or it can be from drinking alcohol. Alcohol will lower your vibrational frequency. So if you drink more than 2 drinks, according to medical studies, then in a row, then it opens you up, it lowers your vibrational frequency, so an entity attachment can occur. Some cultures believe that there are negative entities around all of the time, just looking for someone to feed off from. So if you have that lowered state, if you're an alcoholic, for example, and you continuously have that lowered vibrational frequency, it makes it possible for this negative entity to attach to you, and it feeds off your emotions. So it grows stronger because it just has a feast off your emotions. It also will affect the electricity in your house, and your bill will go up.
They can make there's once they made my toilet go blast, wow. They can causing electronic interference.
Yes.
I realized that too. All right. So 我前面 excuse me, I'll quickly translate. 所以我前面就说因为时间原因，我不准备这一期录太久，因为人家也要休息他很难约，因为他很忙，也是个大人物。那我就说最后10分钟，我想再问一下关于附体的情况，你是怎么看待这个情况的？因为我觉得这个附体好像在很多国家都会比较普遍，那么你是怎么看？那么凯瑟琳就说这个现象呢，其实在于有一些文化当中，他们相信像这种附体它是到处随时随刻都在，但它不会黏大家，因为当你的频率很高的时候，你们2个人就像像开高速一样，是平行不相交的。他说你们要特别注意，就是有些人他尤其强调是有酗酒的嗜好。他说其实酗酒它会使一个人的频率变低。他说你们要特别注意，如果你有嗜酒的这么一个坏习惯的话，你要改掉。因为很嗜酒如命的那些人，他自己的本身频率不是很高，那么这样的话呢，这些附体就会特别喜欢黏这种人，然后他就是有点像那个钉在这个人身上，不是很好。那么而且会影响这整个人的精神状态，然后你会越变越不好，那么就往下走下坡路。所以他说你第一个要解决自己的坏习惯，人生当中的坏习惯，你要去解决它。那么尽量就不要去喝酒，你要戒掉自己的坏习惯的话，那么这个附体慢慢会走，然后把自己的心情状态，整个人的身心灵状态调得好的话，这个附体和这些东西都会走。那么这样的话你会进入一个比较好的一个状态，这是他希望告诉你们的。所以你们不用担心，这是我自己加的一句话，你们不必去担心那些附体，就像感冒一样来来去去，你们要做的就是把自己的各方面状态调得好，那么你们生活当中很多事情自然就会得到解决。Yeah, thank you. Translated. So if someone experienced entity attachment or something like that, what if they try the method you use and they may able to resolve most of the issues or most of the people's problem, but what if there's quite a few stubborn ones? Is there any place that they can go, anyone they can see, or any books they can read? Is there any tips and tools that you could offer?
I would say find a shaman. A shaman is able to remove entity attachments. And a lot of the advice that I received was from a very well-known shaman who is very, very good at removing entity attachments. So, do a search for a shaman, because that person can help you. Another person that might be able to help you is a light worker. Do you have light workers? Yes. So,
but shaman is more like an occupation, I know, but light worker is so commonly used in China that literally became a very generic term. Like literally everybody feel like these days they're a good person, they can call themselves as light worker.
Oh.
So how you define the meaning of light worker? That would be very good.
In the United States, there are people who do that kind of work. They're almost like a shaman, but they're not. They have the ability to heal people. So they charge for their services, and people go to them. The only problem we've had is that recently I've heard that some of these interdimensional, highly negative reptilian kind of entities are attaching to them. So, probably a shaman would be best.
Yeah, shaman would be best. I think so. And also people want to know, what is shaman? Even though I think I know, but better just you say it so the audience can learn from you. What's your definition of shaman?
Well, in Native American culture, it's North America and South America, these are people who are like the spiritual leaders of a tribe. And so they are the most powerful people spiritually and psychically.
Yeah, okay. 所以他说像你们他前面教你们的办法 我下集可能我也会录集给你们一些类似的一些建议，会有一些不同，不过更加详细。他说他今天这一集啊，教你们这个几个办法，其实已经可以大量的帮助到你们了，可以解决大部分的人的那些问题。那么对于那些极少数的人，可能有一些灵体呢，他比较顽固固执。那么我说这个情况，你说该怎么办？你有什么好的建议或者工具啊、书啊、人呢？你可以推荐。那么我们中国的听众看到之后啊，可以去找这些人和这些书去学习，去解决这些问题。他说，那在我们美国这里呢，我们是会去找那个我们中文翻译叫萨满，就是很灵性的那些人叫 shaman， 就是萨满。或许呢，你也可以去找光公，就是光明的光，工人的工。然后我就打断他了，我说，这个光公这个定义在我们中国已经被泛滥的被运用了，好像任何一个自我感觉是个好人，跟外星人有点接触，或者是说看一些什么就是那些信息的人都觉得自己是光公。那我想让你定义一下什么是光公，你是不是这么理解？光公就是那些看看这些信息的人，或者觉得自己是个好人。就是那些人，因为光公这个字在我们中国已经太被泛滥的运用了，好像阿狗阿猫现在都叫他自己是光公，还有一些人叫自己什么大光柱什么的。那么你是怎么定义的？然后他说不是这样的，然后我就跟他解释了之后，他说这个定义是很泛滥，他说在我们这里光公的定义是不一样。他说光公的定义是当然他自己状态要很好，然后他有这个能力是可以去帮助别人，他有这个能力是可以帮助别人，他自己的能量场已经很强了，所以当你们有些人可能是有附体的情况，那么他可以去找这些人，那么这些光公呢，他可以帮助你，他可以收你一笔钱，然后帮你去解决这些问题，帮你把这些附体给处理掉，是这么一个情况。那我说萨满是什么？你能不能从你的个人的定义上来解释一下萨满？萨满呢，其实你们知道，就有点像我们说的，在中国的就我不加我自己的意义了。他就说萨满就是反正就特异功能啊、灵性崛起各方面已经是非常发达，能力功力很强的那些人，而且他是这方面是非常有经验，就像半个专家或者一个专家一样，这种人叫做萨满。他可以从这个萨满学的角度来讲，是可以解决这个问题。他说，在他们美国的印第安人。北美在南美都是有萨满这么一说，那么在中国也有了，那中国可能叫气功大师或者叫不同的名字，中国也有这种萨满。他说你们可以去找这些萨满来帮你解决这些附体的问题是这样。Thank you so Kathleen, I know like you're a very busy, internationally renowned speaker, and you still choose to take 1 or 2 hours out of your busy schedule to have a session with us. I'm very, very grateful for your help and kind contribution to our Chinese audience. And I'm sure today's session, so many people watching this will benefit from it. And I'm very grateful. Thank you so much.
I hope so. That, I do not like to see people suffer. And so, I really hope that this is helpful.
Thank you. So for the next session, you can pick any time you like or the duration of the time. When would you like? We can explore other topics. And maybe next time I can collect some Q&A from other people. People